don't know which way to go.
Welcome to the Superpowers Podcast. We got a special guest in the building today here at In-House Studios, Freeway Rick Ross.
What up? What up?
How Columbus, Ohio treating you?
Man, I've been having a good time, for my short time here, got past that weather yesterday.
Man. Yeah, that's all.
That has been good.
And so what brought you to the city?
I got an honorary doctor's degree today.
Okay. Yeah, so what does that entail? Like, what's the degree about?
Well, I got mine for being a trailblazer. Basically, they saying that I think outside the box, that I'm doing things that nobody else is doing, and they recognize my work. And they gave me an honorary degree. I mean, I didn't have to go to the class and study, up under the professor or nothing like that there. I just got the certificate, and now I have a doctor's degree.
That's major.
And I've been looking for somebody to do it, I always knew that somebody would do it,
Yeah.
Just so happened that they come out of Columbus, Ohio.
That's real. Man, Columbus is growing. We're a big city. A lot of people moving here. Great people, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, no question. I've been here, a few times, as you already know.
Yeah.
Came down when Sean Stevens had his his priest march. I marched with them. So, I've been real active in this city. Matter of fact, I used to go over and speak at. It used to be a rec center that we used to go speak at. I forgot the name of it, but I did a few speeches over at that rec center. Been to a few schools here. So I'm very familiar with Columbus.
First time we met, it was this one, right?
Yeah. This is just a different print.
The second edition.
It's still the same book, but it's a new print where all the corrections was made. And as a matter of fact, they added my picture to the cover. On the first one, my picture wasn't on the cover. So they just made a few corrections on there. It's really the same book, same story.
So what I noticed, you was doing a book signing in. I pull up on you today. You doing a book signing. You stay consistent with just your grind on every level from what I see. Now, what's your motivation for, a lot of people forget about the book signings and you come get in the community, What's your motivation to stay coming and connecting with the community?
I think it's important that the people can touch you and feel you. They can actually see that you're not supernatural, that you don't have supernatural powers, because a lot of times people, they see people, like they see the entertainers on TV at concerts and stuff, and they start to believe that what these people accomplish is beyond their reach. And, I want to let them know that there's nothing beyond your reach if you stay focused, and put your mind to it. You can accomplish things that a lot of people would believe that are impossible.
Most definitely. Here at on the Superpowers Podcast, that's really what we talk about. We started it. My nephew been incarcerated 26 years, for something he didn't do. So we kind of started it with him calling in from the joint, and we had talked to different people, and just pretty much he write books too. So he got 5 books he wrote from the joint. So our purpose was just anybody can have a superpower. Sometimes we put it on certain people because they might have fame, but anybody could just have a superpower. It's what you do best is what, where your tenacity lies. You know what I'm saying? What you don't give up on. And we interview people from people around the community that haven't been recognized to even, people like yourself who's been recognized on a major level, but still is willing to come through, sit down, and talk to us. So
yeah. Well, you start where you at. I remember when I could barely get on podcasts. People would only pay me $100 to come out and speak, and I stayed at it, study, honed my skills, worked on them and until I got them to where they're at now.
Yes, sir. Now you in the cannabis business, right?
Yeah. I'm a licensed marijuana dealer out of California.
Okay. So you got your own strand?
I had my own strand, but I'm not doing that right now. Right now, I'm really working on getting this dispensary going, and it was hard for me to do both at the same time.
Yeah. What would your advice be to somebody? Because we behind y'all in Columbus with marijuana. It just became legal for recreation.
I'll keep up with it.
So what was your advice for like somebody who want to get their hands in the marijuana field?
Well, the first thing you guys need to do is start a social equity program. From my understanding, there's only two blacks in Ohio that has licenses, which is insane. As many blacks as it is in Ohio. And they should make it where the ceiling is affordable. Like in California, before we started social equity, license was $150,000, but after social equity, it went down to $10,000 for application, and you only had to pay the $10,000 once you received the license. So, and that's only gonna happen if you guys come together, organize, and push, and push social equity. If you don't do that, it won't happen. They're not just giving that up.
Yeah. I actually, a couple years ago, I went to when they was first started having meetings about it. And me and my attorney, she a black woman. So we was going down there and wasn't nobody there our color but us.
Mm.
And the way they was doing it by minority, they gave out so many licenses per race, so the majority got more license issued, but it was more of every other race but us, but everybody kept coming to us because they knew it wasn't a lot of us in the room, so they wanted to partner with us. To make a long story short, I was hearing a lot of the stipulations to get in, and it kind of was discouraging because I'm like, I don't know if I'm really ready for that. I've had a liquor license before, and so I kind of know the laws and different things like that. But yeah, they was talking some crazy numbers to me, and I wasn't prepared for what they was talking about. But what you think of like packaging, man? You think it's money in like doing different packaging or being creative? I'm trying to think of something creative I could do with it.
Well, it would be, but you have to know how they're doing, with the brands, What does it take to get a brand? Like in California, it's easy to get a brand in. All you need is a distributor to distribute your product, and you can come up with a brand. I don't know the rules here. I don't know if in order to do a brand, you have to have a license to go with it. I'm not really sure how that works, but definitely if it's possible you can get a brand, you definitely should do that. That's one way of getting into the business. I had my brand before I had my license in California. So that's definitely one way. But like I said, there's only two blacks in Ohio that has licenses.
Yeah.
So I
know really
that
need to look
I know
back
that can't
into
be. I know that can't be equal.
Nah, it's not equal. It's just enough blacks ain't go.
And these two guys are rich too. These two guys were rich, so
yeah, they're not going.
I imagine that the ceiling was high for how much money you had to have to get started. But see, one of the things that people get a misunderstanding is they think that the politician makes the laws, but it's not supposed to be that way. The politician is supposed to do what the constituents want done.
Mm-hmm.
And if the constituents want the marijuana laws to be fair, equal, and affordable, then that's what the politicians should be doing. But so often, we allow the politicians to tell us what was going to happen.
Yeah. Man, for somebody who's really just like getting to the point where they got the hustle, but they don't have the organization to go from a hustler to a real businessman, what things do you think they should start with?
Well, one of the most important things about hustling, and what I notice most people who hustle, where they mess up at, is they don't save their money.
Indeed.
They don't save their money and allow their money to work for them. One of the biggest keys that I learned in the game was to allow my money to make money. And when you do that in any business you go into, once your money start making money, that's when you really start to grow.
Yeah, spend your money on your money.
Yeah. Well, you know, I got a saying: feed the cow to get a milk. You know, if selling cars is making the money, the most money, the fastest money, then I'm gonna invest in cars. I'm not gonna take the money from cars and go and put it in the marijuana industry, because that's like throwing good money at the bad money.
That's real. That's real. So, how much money do you think it takes to really get in the marijuana business?
Different places, you know, different licenses, you know, different things, you know, it depends, you know. I mean, really a person don't really have to have no money to get in the marijuana industry if they're willing to sacrifice and make the steps, you know. Like, I have a saying to myself that I can get any job that I want.
Mm-hmm.
And if you allow me to come and work for you, I can take over your business if I want to. So, because I wouldn't ask for a job, I would just go there and start working. You know, they look up and they see me around the factory. I'll be sweeping the parking lot and picking up the paper and
I work to work. You just
you know, not worrying about the money first. You know, making sure that I do a great job, and you know, people gonna recognize a great job.
Yeah, you're right. Always do your best. You know,
You should.
Yeah, always do your best, man. Now that's real. You thinking about working on some films, right?
Yeah. Well, you know, we hoping to start shooting my life story this year, but I'm also, you know, I've been seeing how good the guys are doing with these little Tubi movies and so forth. So I'm doing that. I'm also launching my own channel, Freeway Live. Should be coming out soon. Where I'm doing it for boxing, and then I want to do, you know, new movies by up and coming producers and directors and so forth.
So, you in the boxing? You manage boxers or?
Yeah, buys. I buys.
Okay.
I got about 8 guys right now.
Okay. So, who would you have play you in biopic?
Well, I'm hoping to get Childish Gambino. I think with Childish Gambino we make $1 billion. We'll probably beat every box office that ever happened. If he takes my role in this movie, we'll beat every. I mean, Star Wars, all of those movies are gonna get wiped out. Because what I've been doing is I've been sowing the seeds to you know, like, my marijuana business is for the movie.
Okay.
It looks like I'm selling marijuana. You know, I got in the marijuana business to make money for it. But I only got in the marijuana business because I know that would keep me relevant, which in keeping relevant would make the movie even bigger.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Everything that I do is to make this movie big.
Yeah. Now, the movie gonna be big regardless because your life is big, man. A lot of people.
Yeah, but I've been working it too.
Yeah.
I've been going all around the country selling this book. I sell this book for the movie.
Indeed.
Because the more of these books I sell, the better the books do, then that means the movie gonna do even better.
Yeah.
And then when the movie do well, then the book will sell better.
Nah, you're right.
Then when both of them do better, then they come buy more marijuana.
So everything. So what else? What other irons in the pot that we don't know about?
Boxing, I got the boxing.
Okay.
You know, if the boxers do good, then it help the movie, the book, and the marijuana.
Indeed.
You know, they all work together. It's like all the big boiling pot. You know, like, okay, just get one on base. If you get one on base, it's gonna help the other ones.
You're right, man. Yeah, that's kind of how we doing, man. We started our film crew 614 Films, man, and we
You gotta let me know. Me put my boxes in there. I come down and play a role in your movie. No, I don't want to play no drug dealer though. I don't want to play. Everybody call me to play a movie. Oh, we want you to play a drug dealer. I don't want to be no. Drug dealer.
You gonna play a doctor.
Yeah. You feel me? I can do that. Open heart surgeon.
Yeah. Well,
let me go in there and do surgery on somebody, man. Save a life.
Yeah.
My man say there's more money in saving lives than taking lives. So all you youngsters out there who be out there talking about you gonna kill, they'll pay you more money for saving. To kill somebody, they might give them $4,000 or $5,000, $10,000, $20,000. But if you can save somebody's life, they got some money, they'll give you every dime they got to save their life.
Man, and you know what that goes for psychology too. You know what I mean? Sitting down, talking to these youngsters and, saving their lives. And you get to a point, they start paying you. You know what I'm saying? They start paying you just to go talk. You know what I'm saying? So, man, I appreciate you coming here just to talk. And
you're going to have to come see you, man.
Sure.
Come on, stop it. You ain't going to come through and think I won't stop by and see you.
Yes, sir, man.
For a few minutes, you know what I'm saying? I got to show the love back. You showed the love both times. You showed the love to me. I was like, man, I got to go see my man.
That's love, man.
It would be right.
So before you leave, man, leave us with something that's just, that you want to get out to the people.
So make sure y'all go read my 3 favorite books. And I'm not giving y'all the name of them. You have to go find them for yourself. Because I find out when you go fishing for yourself, you're going to do better in the long run. So go find them books. But I'm going to tell you about mine. Go buy mine.
Man, well, thank you once again.
You already know, man. Next time we come through, we're gonna spend more time, man, and really chop it up. By that time, the movie should be in production.
Indeed.
We should have a lot of stuff going on. The money should be stacking up to the ceiling. Indeed. We're going to get it in.
For sure. Shout out to Echo, my partner, my mans, Pyrex, Mr. Big Man Grier, Quay, Rose Gold Racks, the team, 614. We at In-House Studios. And listen, if you don't do nothing else, remember to tap into your superpowers. Big man, let's go.